In recent weeks, we have all seen and heard about the wave of retrenchment and layoff happening around the world. And for many, this is a time where they have to recalibrate and take on new challenges. For some, this will be the opportunity that they have been waiting for to possibly launch a business, and they are wondering, how do they go about starting this business? Where do you start? What do you do? And right now, this is going to be your plan. Hello, if this is your first time, I am Tanya. I'm a business and marketing strategist, and I work with startups and mid-sized firms to grow their market share and amplify their marketing message so they can attract clients on social media and leveraging content. Everything that will be listed in this video, you will find the link to them in the description box. And if you are listening to this, then you will find it in the show notes. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with somebody that may be going through this particular challenge and may actually be needing this video, and sharing that with them might be something that you are doing the Lord work for. So on this note, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I will respond to you, or reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook. The details will be in the description box and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. On this note, see you on the inside. This is Biz Talk with Tanya, brought to you by Wiz Digital Academy, a show for business athletes and online bosses who are ready to take up. Welcome to this video. Get comfortable. This is going to be a guide on how to start your coaching consulting business or agency freelancing, instead whatever you want in here. So you're going to want to get very comfortable. Grab a notepad, grab a piece of paper, a pen, and some water, and we're going to jump into this. So this presentation, this video is going to be about how to turn a layoff into an opportunity to start your own freelancing or consulting business. If you've recently been laid off, it can be a difficult and uncertain time, but it can also be a chance to take control of your career and create a business that aligns with your skills, interests, and values in values. In this video, will provide you with practical tips and strategies for starting your own business and becoming your own boss. So, quick outline. First, we will discuss the benefits of freelancing and consulting and why now is a good time to start your own business. Next, we'll help you identify the skills and experiences you have that can be turned into a profitable business. Then we'll walk you through the steps of creating a business plan and marketing strategy. We'll also talk about the importance of networking and building a community of support. And finally, we'll share resources and tips for finding clients and growing a business. That's towards the end, of course. Now, some of the benefits of going solo: flexibility. Freelancers and consultants have the ability to choose their own projects and clients, set their own schedules, and work from anywhere. Really, this allows them to have a better work life balance and more control over their time. Variety. Freelancers and consultants often have the opportunity to work on a wide range of projects and with a diverse group of clients. This can lead to a more interesting and stimulating work experience. And one of the most beautiful part of it, of course, that we all want is the income potential. Freelancers and consultants have the potential to earn more than they would as an employees, and they can charge higher rates for their services and have the opportunity to work with multiple clients at once. Fourthly, career growth. Starting a freelance or consulting business can be a great way to take the next step in your career. It allows you to build a portfolio of work and gain experience as a business owner. that comes in handy, I promise you. Then you also have the much anticipated one that we all enjoy if you work for yourself is independence. Now, that's something that I'm finding very hard to give up on. So, being a freelancer or consultant also gives you the freedom to make your own decisions and not be tied to any employer or organization. I recently was offered a position in another country, North America, as a head of marketing, and I turned it down because that meant I would give up my independence and freedom. So that's something that we tend to enjoy. So next thing, the current economic climate caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and inflation has led to a large number of layoffs, making it a good time for those who have been recently laid off to consider freelancing or consulting as an alternative career path, because a lot of businesses are quite open to not having to hire permanently, but maybe hiring somebody for a short term, for insight or something of the sort. So this is something that is becoming even more prominent currently. So you will find that these kind of independent contracting opportunities are existing across the board. And I would like to render a word of caution. It is worth noting that starting a consulting or freelancing business is not for everyone. So if you are like, no, are you trying to shove starting a business down my throat? It's not for everyone. And if you don't want, you shouldn't have to. It's okay to be an employer, to be an employee. I am not of this ideology that we all should be entrepreneurs. We are not all called to be entrepreneurs, and it's okay to aspire to just have a career, 9 to 5, and be okay with that. So don't shame me in the comments. I said it. I needed to put this disclaimer out here. It's important that you consider your own skills, experience, and personal circumstances before making the decision to become a freelancer or consultant. It's always a good idea to make a business plan and research the market before starting a business. Common sense. So a lot of people have been laid off, and though many will be looking at finding new employment, others will look at this as an opportunity from Providence to perhaps go solo and finally launch a business. So I wanted to maybe share an actual plan of action for those looking to become an independent consultant, coach, start their own business. If it is not you, it's okay. You have my permission to leave and click off this video. I needed to say that. No bad feelings, no harm done. We cool. I promise you, we cool. One thing that you need to understand is that at the start of your business, no one knows who you are and you have no social capital as a business. Therefore, you need to be out there creating that. Registering a business, your LLC, and creating a website is but the start. The most important part is to master income generating activities, which is marketing and sales. So some skills to start a profitable business. These are like standard across the board. You want to have strong expertise and knowledge in a specific industry or field, such as marketing, finance, or technology. Of course, you can have something else, but really having expertise and knowledge will set you apart and enable you to actually start and do something profitable. Strong communication and presentation skills to effectively convey your knowledge and advice. This is very important because if you can't articulate your thoughts, you'll have a very difficult time to sell to sell services or products. Strong problem solving and analytical skills to help clients identify and address their business challenges or whatever challenge that you are going to be sorting out for your client. You want to have strong problem solving and analytical skills. Next thing is strong project management and skills to manage multiple clients and projects effectively. Oh my word, English bundles are finished. But yeah, so you want to have strong management skills and strong project management skills and client service. So definitely that. And also you want to have strong business acumen and knowledge of industry trends and best practices that you will leverage to share content on much later, as well as just discuss with your prospective clients. So along the masterclass, you will understand this further. You want to have strong network and business development skills to generate new business and build relationship with clients. This is very important. And finally, having strong self motivation and ability to work independently, because you no longer have a boss to tell you to show up for work. You no longer have a manager telling you that you are late on delivery. You have to do that all by yourself. Before we continue, if you want to build an independent consulting business, you after the small you are done watching this masterclass, drop me the word consulting on Instagram, and Betty the Bot will share with you some next steps if you want further assistance, guidance, and help in building this business. And let's jump back into it. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you dream of financial freedom? Are you tired of the rat race and would like more time with your loved one and friends, making memories that will last you a lifetime? You may want to download Building a 20 Million Portfolio, How I Created Financial Freedom by Aurelian Amaka, a successful entrepreneur, founder of System IO, and author. So why not give it a try? Download Aurelian's book now and start building your own path to financial freedom by heading to tiny.cc/freedomb. So I wanted to quickly give you insight on making your business profitable as you are going to want to start and launch your business. There are four main principles that I go with and that I teach my clients, and that even when I consult with clients, I tend to hammer into. So you need one to understand what is your core business. What is the core business where you have a competitive advantage in the market? For me, I'm a demand generation copywriter. I'm good at marketing. So my competitive advantage was the ability to create marketing messages, and also that I had the capacity to talk top to bottom, so I could clearly articulate what people at the top of the pyramid of a company, the CEOs, the CXOs, all those decision makers will be thinking, and also can talk to the tactical aspect of the people on the ground and doing the work. And especially if you're a solopreneur, you are at both levels. So being able to articulate that and speak to both spectrum has been my competitive advantage. So, and for me, that's marketing. So what is it for you? You need to understand, what is your brand promise? How does your brand stand out? What is your brand promise KPIs? Now, something that you will note, for those that have actually maybe done some research on who I am and my business, one of our value proposition, one of the statements that we made is that we work with the Davids of tech and consulting industries to take down the Goliaths. And we are a disruptive, full house consulting, marketing consulting and agency. So the KPIs, first of all, we are saying who we are. If you are a company, for example, that does not want to be disruptive, we are not for you. So when we are saying disruptive, we are disruption ourselves, and it means companies that are willing to think outside of the box. So this is our brand promise. We're going to disrupt, and this is how we stand out. This is who we work with. And the KPIs is one of our promises is that we increase your pipeline by 40 to 60% and increase your revenue by 40%. So those are the KPIs that we have in our business. And you want to be thinking about, what will be your KPIs? What will be your brand promise? And what will be the KPIs that you can tell the market so that they know who you are, what you stand for, and what you are about. Now, number three, your value proposition. Distilling your brand promise into a single sentence that can clearly articulate what you do, who you work with, and the problem you solve. I kind of did give you our own value proposition in the previous slide, and this is something that I find that a lot of people, and I've worked across the board, government contracting companies, I've worked with independent consultants, I've worked with coaches, I've worked with tech startups founders, and this is often one of the biggest problems that many businesses have. clearly articulating their value proposition. And if you have struggled with that, don't feel bad. I mean, I've worked with companies owned by like these big firms, and you're like, I'm not getting a value proposition. What do you do again? So you're not alone. It's not as if you are the only one having this issue, but you do need to get this right. So you need to be able to clearly articulate who you work with, what you do for them, and the problem that you solve, and how that ties down to the bottom line, financially, for example, or in their life. You need to be able to clearly articulate that. And then finally, position your brand. Where do you want to be in the market? Because there are ideally three main positions in the market. You're either the cheapest one, the most innovative, or a luxury brand. So you need to decide early on, where are you going to be in the market, and how you're going to go about getting there, and how you're going to articulate it to the market. You see, it all ties back together. So you need to make a decision on your positioning. And that it's not that one is better than the other. You just have to choose what is your silver bullet, I would say. So here we're going to quickly go over the strategies that you are going to want to adopt if you want to start making money in your business as a consultant fast. So there's a few strategies that we need to get through, and I'll be trying to fly through them and keep this video under 30 minutes. Okay? So first is approach your local chamber of commerce to see if they need people of your expertise, or may know of some people you should connect with. Networking, like this is often the path for your first two clients. Your professional network becomes a tap of opportunity. So don't sleep on that. So previous clients you may have worked with in your previous job, you should reach out to them. Like previous colleagues, things of the sort, reach out to your network, and also network the heck out of opportunities, because those are usually your first line of defense in terms of getting your first clients and replacing your income. Strategy 2: find online publications that serve your target market that are looking for articles for their platforms. Most will share their details on their sites to pitch some articles ideas. So you want to do that, because publications are hungry for content, because one of the things is their product is content. This is how they make money, by showcasing content, and companies pay them to have access to their people. So they're hungry for content, and you're an expert. You have something to do, to say. Share your content with them, and this is also a great way to have them link back to your website, which eventually will increase your SEO ranking and start generating organic traffic for you in the long run. So the more backlinks you have, and I mean quality backlinks, I'm not looking. Don't go for the services that are DMing you that they will create backlinks for you. You don't want that, but quality backlinks, this will work for you in the long run. Now, strategy 3: get on podcasts to share your expertise. Bruh, don't sleep on this. I've been doing this. It's amazing to build your brand and build credibility outside of anything else. So building an audience will take time. So that's getting traction with it. So the next best thing is borrowing other people's audiences. They have your audience and they always need content. So you get to showcase your expertise with that audience, and it will result to some of them wanting to connect with you. I promise you, I've bought products because I heard somebody on a podcast, I like what they had to say, and I went out to buy a product. Whether it's a low ticket product, and then I start my journey with them, but I've bought something from them. So I'm telling you that it works, and I've had people buy things from me because they've heard me speak. So don't sleep on that.
We will be back shortly with your episode. Right now, let's hear a quick word from today's episode sponsor.
Are you looking for a simple way to start making sales? Then you'll want to check out our coaching program, Easy Sales Blueprint. Finally, an easy way to sell your program or service. Discover the simple steps to creating a lucrative coaching or consulting business. The Easy Sales Blueprint gives you a step-by-step method to easily make more sales without spending all day on social media, cold outreach, and hitting the door to try a good old-fashioned door-to-door sales system. Apply today by heading to tiny.cc/getmoresales to find out how we can help you achieve online sales success. Strategy 4: create content. Both previous strategies are all about ethically stealing other people's audiences. Yes, I said it, stealing other people's audiences. Yes. If you have a problem with it, I'm by my house, come beat me. Yeah, ethically stealing. Now that they know you, 90% of them still won't be ready to do business with you. So you want to create and have content that will further lead them down the rabbit hole of working with you. If you haven't heard of this formula, it's a copywriting formula. Yeah, I'm a copywriter. I have to tie it back here. So attention, interest, desire, action. With the previous two strategies, you have gotten attention. And now your content will do the next three. So you want to have content on social media because this is where they are going to come check you out. When they hear you in the podcast or they see your article, they will go on social media to check you out. LinkedIn, Instagram usually. And then you want to have other pieces of content. This is long form content. This will be your blog, newsletter, podcast, or YouTube channel. And you want to have at least one of those. One long form content and produce content on social media. This will pay dividend. Now, if you are liking this and you're like, oh girl, you're talking about content. What the hell am I going to do? How do I do this so that you can start creating money for me? Because, child, I've made mistakes with content. And if you don't know how to produce content that creates revenue, you will be wasting your time. So if you want to know how to attract clients, then check this link on your screen if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are listening to this, the link is tiny.cc/the content ecosystem. THECONTECOSYSTEM. The content ecosystem, and it will take you straight into the content ecosystem that I've designed. This is my playbook that has created revenue for me from high months. And I don't usually disclose my income, but yeah, girl, I've been making that money because of this content, and you don't even have to give me your email address. It is open. Take it, do with it as you like, and if you want to still work with us after watching that, there will be a link provided there to book a consultation with myself and my team. So strategy 5, you want to have a program where you also reach out to prospects to see if they need your help. Usually between 1 to 3% will be willing to talk about hiring you. Whether it's cold or warm connection, choose your poison and do it. Yeah? Do it. I don't know by when this comes out, but if it comes out, you watching this later on, there probably will be a link in the bottom where I share all the scripts, all my scripts for social selling that I've created, that I also give my team. It will be linked in the bottom here. So it's less than $10, less than a coffee at Starbucks. So you might want to grab that if you want to know how you can reach out to people with a cold, warm, and everything, and how to go about social selling. So depending on when you are watching this, even if you watch it like when it's released or afterward, there will be a link at the bottom there. So let's say you send out 400 emails a month. It is important to book 30 sales conversation and close. It's quite possible that you will book 30 sales conversation and close 33 to 8 clients. That's quite possible. Now, if your offer is 36,000 a year or 3.5 a month, or instead of whichever number you are selling your offer at, you can close four of that, and that's 10K months, or you can have a 5K month depending on obviously the investment of your offers. And as you repeat the process and add to it the next month, you'll double your income, and eventually that grows into something consistent. Strategy 6: subcontract with other companies. Trust me, I run a consultancy, and that is often the fastest path to money for most freelancers or independent consultants that they often don't take. I work with independent consultants quite a lot, depending on the sizes of projects that we have. So you want to do that as well. Approach agencies. Trust me, they would be willing to hear you out. And if you add value to services that they offer, they will be willing to collaborate with you. The final piece in the puzzle is to eventually find ways to automate lead generation by investing money into your marketing. Marketing is one of the most rewarding revenue generating activities, and many entrepreneurs want to penny pinch on this, but yet don't understand when they don't gain traction in the market. Either invest in learning how to do this by hiring a mentor, or enlist the help of a professional either through outsourcing or hiring internally. That's it. There's no two way about it. This is your poison. One thing I do want you to understand is that the most important advice I can give you is to be consistent. If it's not going to be rosy in the beginning, but sticking to the plan and the not so rosy activities, which is usually sales and marketing, it will yield dividend. Now, if you're like, girl, I'm still trying to figure out how to get clients, this is the resource promised earlier. So you can get this free mini course to get your first 5 premium clients in the next 30 to 90 days. It will be tiny.cc premium clients. Tiny.cc premium clients. Now, I got a favor. If you found this valuable, do me a solid. Share it with somebody who could need it, and follow me on social media for more insight on marketing and business strategy. My LinkedIn is Tanya Kabuya. You'll find me on Facebook, Tanya Kabuya, Instagram, Tanya Kabuya. So let's connect on social media and let's continue this conversation. I am happy to have a conversation with you. On this note, check out the link, the video that will be popping up right about now, and it should help you further in your journey. So there will be 2 videos. You want to check those out. I'll see you in the next.